Hey everybody, my name is Chris Collins, and today we're talking about voids and mental illness and how can we overcome those things. Before I get started, shout out to all the healthcare professionals, mental health care professionals, because I know the trauma that I've dealt with, and how long it took me to heal, and what I had to go through to get to the mental clarity that I am at now. From everything from infidelity to being lied to, and my pride, my ego, not wanting to ask for help, things and such like that. And if I think about it, it all stemmed back from pride. It all came from pride. I can remember having a girlfriend, and I'm just, cheating on her back to back to back. And it was me who got cheated on next. And my pride, my ego was just hurt, and I couldn't deal with it. And I just had this breakdown of like, oh man, oh my God, now I got to go fill this void sleeping with many women just to feel like I'm worthy again. Buying the going to debt, buying expensive cars and living in expensive apartments and bougie areas and things like that. And it gave me a temporary relief. It did not give me a long-term relief because, over a couple days, maybe a couple weeks, over time, it fades away, and then you still gotta deal with the issue at hand. And a lot of people are just continuing down that path of self-destruction, trying to fill that void, and it all ends in self-destruction. So I want to talk about today how to overcome that void and how to cure yourself from mental illness. In order to fill that void, you must look internal, and you must go to the root of the situation. You can't look to outer answers. You can't look to alcohol. You can't look to weed, drugs. You can't look towards putting on this facade of self-worth by buying all these, trying to keep up with the Jones, they call it. It won't help. It's only a temporary relief. Over time, you're just going to have to fill that hole again and again and again and forever, and to the point to where you just self-destruct. Now, the way you do this, like I said, is looking inner, and you like, how did I do it? When I went through my issues, being cheated on, being lied to, and all the things, I was buying all these expensive cars and everything, trying to fill a void, having a whole plethora of women filling the void. I had to stop, and I had to look at what happened between me and a person, and I had to literally forgive him. At first, I was trying to forgive him, saying like, man, you know what? I done it too, so I can't even be mad at you. But then when I look deeper, I'm like, that's not even good enough, because what if I hadn't? Would it would have still been the same outcome, or was it karma? And I kept asking myself more questions. And then I concluded that, you know what? Love is the only true answer. You have to look towards love, because love overlooks all things. And I know it seems cliche, but it's true, because love overlooks all those things. It makes you not care so much about the clothes you wear, the cars you drive, where you live, what you're doing, all these outer things to make you feel like you're worthy. Because it's millionaires who go through issues too. We all think they're happy on the inside, but you're not really happy until you find love. Now, one way I found love was being around the people I love and putting out love into the universe, not hate, not misfortune, unfortunates, unlucky events. I always put out love. I try my best not to put out negative energy. Of course, that all comes back to you. And so when you feeling that, and when you trying to get over that void, you're not looking for vengeance. You're not looking for self-worth from the outside. You have to look inward. And I know I keep exaggerating that phrase, but you have to look inward. Look for love. Pray about it. You got to talk to yourself. Just like, you know what? I forgive you. I forgive. It's not your fault. That's your path that you're walking, and what you got to go through in order to reach your destiny or your fate. It's not my fault. Although I do blame myself, and how do I become better? I always ask myself, how can I be a better person? How can I be a better person? How can I not look outer? Just love yourself, because we're all spirits, and we don't need to look towards worldly things to fill that void, because it'll never be enough. Being in the world is literally trying to keep up with the Jones. You can't keep up with the Jones. It's impossible. Once you get that $1 million house in a $10 million community, Now you got to get the catch up with the $10 million community. Get the $10 million, move to a $50 million community. You're trying to keep up with those guys, and it's never enough. Before you know it, you look back in your life and you'll wonder, like, wow, man, this, and you on your deathbed and all the people that you stepped on to get to where you are, you're going to be looking around, are these really people that care about me? Or are these just people who love me for the money I got or my status? Because once that status is gone, those people will be gone. And they won't be there for you anymore because you're not that anymore. I remember living in Los Angeles, California. I'm in Indiana now. I was living in Los Angeles, and I was so worldly. I had to have the freshest clothes. I had to have like a group of women. I wanted to be a pimp so bad because I like the image that they maintain with women, clothes, and just like social dominance and game and things like that. But once that lust burned out, and I just don't feel that way anymore. And they all left. The guys, the entourage that was around me every single day, because they wanted women, they wanted those things and the image and stuff. But once that went away, they went away. And lust is a passion, and it's not like one of those passions where like, oh man, this is what I want to do the rest of my life. It's like a temporary desire. Because I know whenever like I orgasm, man, I'm like, that's it. That feeling is gone. Love is constant. You would rather be loved than lust, because lust is, what is lust anyway? It's selfish, and everyone who participates in lust is selfish, meaning they don't care about you enough of your well-being. They care about what they want in their well-being, and they won't fulfill. They won't care about your well-being. They could have slept with 1,000 people right before you that day. They don't care. It's selfish. Lust is selfish. Love is what's going to heal that void. And the way you go about it is maintaining your dignity and integrity and walking on the straight and narrow. Because for one, you also attracted people into your life who are like-minded and like you. So what you had, with something coming into your life, you got to ask, why did I deserve it? Or what brought it to this conclusion, this event? Why is this coming into my life? What did I put out to receive this? What did I do wrong? Always talk to yourself. Always ask yourself, like, what brought my life to this conclusion? Because you're where you're at because you want it to be.